Top congressional Democrats unveiled a bill Monday to overhaul police practices as Americans gather daily to protest excessive use of force and systemic racism.
Lawmakers in the House and Senate released the legislation 2 weeks after the death of George Floyd, the black, unarmed man who died after a Minneapolis police officer knelt on his neck for nearly 9 minutes. The incident sparked nationwide furor over sustained brutality against black Americans. His death added to a string of recent killings of black men and women that has led to perhaps the biggest reckoning over racism in the U.S. in decades.
The Democratic legislation would make sweeping changes designed both to deter police use of force and hold officers more accountable for abuses. The federal bill comes as changes start at the local level. Most of the Minneapolis City Council on Sunday committed to disbanding and replacing the city's police force, while New York City will consider a range of law enforcement reforms.
Here's some of what congressional Democrats' bill would do.
The bill establishes a bold, transformative vision of policing in America, said Congressional Black Caucus Chair Representative Karen Bass, D. Califf, at a news conference where Democrats introduced the measure. She said Americans should not have to witness the slow murder of an individual by a uniformed police officer. Bass added that the bill has more than 200 co-sponsors in both chambers of Congress.
The Democratic plan did not meet many activists' demands to slash, or entirely cut, police funding. Bass said the bill does not provide any new money for policing. It does offer funds for two components, the requirement to track and report use of force and the investigations by state attorneys general, according to NBC News.
It is unclear whether the bill as written, or any specific parts of it, could garner support from Republicans. The GOP controls the Senate, while Democrats hold the House.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said that, in the Senate, Democrats are going to fight like hell to pass the legislation. He called on Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell to bring the bill to the Senate floor and hold a debate on it before July.
The Senate Judiciary Committee previously announced it plans to hold a hearing on police use of force.
A White House spokesman did not immediately comment on whether President Donald Trump would back the legislation. On Monday, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said that the president must not stand in the way of justice.
When lawmakers were asked about their confidence the bill will pass, Bass said she has hope because there is a movement that has caught fire.
Subscribe to CNBC on YouTube.